Okay, g'day and welcome to MuzoHub. This is the 16th episode. And, my special guest today is Talisa Jobe. Hi, how are you, Talisa?
Yeah, good.
Otherwise known as TJ. I think I'll call you TJ, it's easier, isn't it?
It is easier, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We're streaming live again tonight, so what I was suggesting is anybody's watching and wants to have a chat to us or say g'day, use the hashtag MuzoHub on Twitter, and just tweet in your comments and we'll try to get a chance to have a look at them. Okay, so we'll get on with all the hard questions.
Yes, yeah. All right, bring it on.
Bring it on. Okay, tell us, TJ, how did you get into music? What got you interested in playing music, and how old were you when you started, etc.?
I think I was always interested in music. We always had music in the car, and there were CDs, and Dad was, always blaring the stereo wherever it'll be, pushing it to its boundaries, basically.
Yeah.
So I got brought up on a lot of good stuff, Pink Floyd, a lot of Led Zeppelin, a lot of just good, exhilarating music.
Yeah.
So.
And how old do you reckon you were?
Oh,
when did you first start playing or singing?
I first started playing guitar, I must have been about 12 or 13, I think.
Yeah.
Which was very interesting. My cousins always played, and I had one the same age as me, and we always. He first started teaching me how to play his guitar, and then my folks cottoned on and they bought me one for my birthday.
Yep.
Which was, could say it was a little bit catastrophic, because I have a twin sister and she got a CD player, and I got a guitar, and we both shared the room.
Okay.
So you can just imagine who won that battle.
So you'd say your blues is your main sort of feel these days, or not really?
It's funny, the blues thing is sort of just I guess it's more of an offshoot for me as well. Like, I do really enjoy it, and I've enjoyed it increasingly more and more in the later years, I never really got, blues it's not really something that you get taught as such, so it took me a little while to work my way around to it.
Yeah.
But then again, I wouldn't call it, exactly blues. There's so many other elements about it.
But there's definitely a lot of genres in blues, sort of, isn't there? Like sub-genres.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blues, yeah. You played on Sunday out at the Family Day for Bendigo Blues and Roots Festival. That was a good day. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, no, it was great. The sun was shining. You wouldn't even know it was April. But no, we had a really good turnout. The food was great. They had plenty of beverages available for young and old, which was good.
It was good. And while we were out there, we took a bit of footage, and they've started a new competition for young blues guitarists, and it's a memorial, it's put on by Phil Lazenby's family, and a memorial to Phil Lazenby, as well as being a drummer. He also had quite a collection of guitars, apparently. So, being such a wonderful guy in the area, it's good to see that something's been done like this. And what I thought, I'd play a little bit of a clip that we recorded out there, and this is the actual launch of the competition, of the awards, and hopefully this explains a bit what it's all about.
Many people around would certainly know Phil Lazenby as a wonderful community man, and he passed away on the 8th of April last year, so a very sad day for this community overall. But we thought no more fitting tribute to Phil than to effectively launch a Young Guitarist Award. So on behalf of Phil, I'd like to invite Cindy Lazenby to say a few words.
Those of us who knew Philip, we knew how passionate about his music he was, and for an exceptional drummer who owned a lot of drum kits, he had a hell of a lot of guitars. And one of those guitars we have over here today. Some of Philip's mates, Pete Gavin, Chris DeRouche, Andrew Watts, Cole Thompson, have come up with this fabulous idea of the Phil Lazenby Young Blues Guitarist Award in conjunction with the Bendigo Blues and Roots Music Festival. And his family and I are thrilled to be part of this and to provide this guitar for this worthy cause. I hope the competition generates lots of fun for everybody, gets kids involved, gets them inspired into blues music. As Andrew said, next week it's 12 months since he passed away, and I hope this competition will continue to remind us all of what an amazing person he was and to help ensure his legacy lives on for future generations.
So he got behind people, whatever that they were into, and he helped them formulate the plan, and he'd get behind you, and when you wavered, he'd be barracking for you. Or he'd be ringing ahead saying this guy's coming and he's having a fair crack and I'm behind him, you should get behind him too. And that's what he was like. To win this beautiful, or earn this beautiful American-made Strat, is get along to BendigoBluesandRoots.com, follow the links to the online application form. You've got to make a YouTube video. That's the only way you can get on, is doing a live, send a live link. That means it doesn't have to be a gig. It can be, at the kitchen table, but it's got to be live. You've got to use the technology to show us that you can do it live.
Okay, how about that?
Yeah, I tell you what, those kids, I was never, like, there's some of them are like, 16 or, it's ridiculous.
Amazing.
If I was that good then, imagine what I'd be like now.
That's right, I'd be like that too.
Yeah.
And you probably followed all that there, how you enter it via a YouTube clip. You make a YouTube clip, and but if you go to the website, which came up before, and I haven't got it here to bring up, but it's bendigobluesandroots.com.au, and there's a link there you can click on and find out all about it. I don't think it's up quite yet. It wasn't up to Savo. I checked, and Cole must be busy.
Yeah, he is busy boy.
Putting it up. He's a very busy boy. So if it's not there tonight or tomorrow, it should be by the end of the week anyway. And what they're going to have 3 heats, May, July, and September at the Blues and Roots. What are they called?
The showcase.
Showcases. Yeah. That's it. That's the word. And then the final will be held as part of the Blues and Roots Music Festival in November. So if you go to the website, it'll tell you a few more details of when you've got to have your entries in by, etc. So that's great that Phil Lazenby can be remembered by that, and he always loved helping young kids, and it's good to see he's still got a way to do that now. Okie doke. So back to you, TJ now. The hard questions. No, I haven't got too many hard questions.
He says that. I don't believe you. He's just waiting.
I'll pick one here. Okay, so have you self-taught, or have you had lessons?
I had lessons at school when I was at high school, and I carried on with music in year 11 and 12, so in VCE. So I did study classical guitar
Okay.
Yeah, for both years. I could never read music, and I wasn't much chop at the theory
Yeah.
or anything apart from just play.
So classical to what you're playing now, was it worth learning, do you think?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
a discipline that's completely different, but at the same time, you get the. I think for beginners should always start on nylon string classical
Okay.
guitar, because
Yeah.
if you start there, then when you work your way up, you know, it just works out better, I think.
There's nothing like the sound of a classical, I reckon, too. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I do miss it actually.
Yeah, just having nylon strings, I reckon. A couple of guys I've been watching lately play something that I thought, you know, the little kids start with, but they're probably worth thousands of dollars, but they look the same, you know, nylon string guitar.
Yeah. Mine wasn't worth much. Not that I don't know, because I didn't buy it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it
Wasn't.
probably could have been upgraded, I think,
Okay.
at some point, which I didn't bother with.
I'm sure it did well.
But, yeah, I played it with my exams, and it's basically, you know, piece of ply.
Stay in tune, sort of, yeah. Now, recording, you're writing your own songs now at all?
I always write
Or
my own songs.
songs, yeah,
I think
yeah.
I've got I'm coming up on 40
40, wow.
original songs. Not that I would play them all in front of people, but
Yeah.
so
So how do you go about writing? Do you come up with some melodies on the guitar or something first, or how do you work?
I do now more so. More so now, I would start, you know, playing guitar and think of something then and then make it up. But I used to be able to just write lyrics and then
Yeah.
make up music for it. But it really depends on the way that the song comes to you.
Yeah.
And I think for most musicians, it's more of an outlet. You know, I guess instead of writing in a diary or whatever, I would write a song. You
Yeah.
know, so it's something I would be doing anyway.
So it's
Yeah.
does it like poetry for you? Do you think, or something? Is that too
Poetry.
we should rush you to say poetry?
I don't know if
Do
I
you-
would.
do you actually-
I wouldn't define it like that.
No. But
Sometimes the words are, you know, more well thought out and they work very well and it's all very story driven. And then sometimes it's just all guitar driven and the words are just there, so I'm not playing guitar for 5 minutes straight.
so is it all taken from life experiences? Like, is it something that, or do you just sit down and think, I want to write a song, or do you always have something that influences it?
There's always going to be influences that come through songs, you know. Depends. You can go a lot of different ways about it. You know, I've written, you know, songs that are completely fiction. They have
Yeah.
nothing to do with me,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
They're always easier to write, I think. But no, it's good. I mean, you got to, as I said, you know, outlet. And I think that's what's great about, you know, the kids,
Yeah.
you know, learning these instruments so young and with the Phil Lazenby
Yeah.
thing as well, is that, you know, it teaches kids to have other outlets for their emotions and things like that, which absolutely helped me when I was younger.
Yeah,
You know,
cool.
I was one of those angsty teenagers on my guitar. You know,
I think most musos go through that, I think. Yeah. Recording. You've done a little bit of recording?
yeah. I've got a five track EP that I started off with. That's
That one there?
that's this one here.
Hang on,
And,
I'll just switch to your camera so you can hold it up in front of you. There you are. Okay.
Yep.
Available where you play, or?
Yeah, it's available with me. I normally take it to most gigs, and they're also available at in Bendigo if you're in town near the shop there. Viewpoint Gallery.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're there on the corner near the fountain. If you want to just head in whenever to pick one up there, or pick one up when you see me play.
Cool. And
They're on
speaking
Bandcamp as well,
Oh,
so you
okay.
can get it, you know, digitally,
as well.
which, you know,
Yeah. This high-tech stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can have it digitally if you want, but I mean, it's way better to have it in your hand.
Yeah, that's right. And you're speaking of gigs, where can people catch you playing? What sort of
I
gigs?
think the next one I've got is in Easter. We'll be playing downtown there on the 19th, I think. I can't remember if it's the Saturday or the Sunday.
Is that the Bull Street?
Don't quote me on it.
No, okay. But if you're around for Easter, guys, TJ will be there
I'll
somewhere.
be somewhere
You'll
in
just
town,
hear her
just
in the distance
hanging
and-
out,
yeah.
playing guitar. And yeah, I've got a couple coming up. Gold Mines
Yeah.
coming up on the 9th of May.
Yeah, and any out of town?
Yeah, Melbourne, I've got a tentative one, perhaps on the 3rd of May,
Yeah.
seems like, in Collingwood. And what else? There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
I normally update I've got Songkick, so that normally gives the updates of when the next shows are and things like that, which is available on the Facebook and it's linked from the website as well. So
Okay, I'll just put up your website there, so if people want to go to the website, I was supposed to put it up before, but I just forgot about
that's
it. It's
okay.
there now, you reminded me, so there's Facebook and your website up at the moment.
Yep.
So now, the song tonight, have we got a name for it yet? We're trying to... It's a new song, I better explain that.
It's about a week old and that's about it. So I've never been good at naming songs. I was just like, that'll do, you know. It's like the least important part, really.
The new song.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got to put that other song into APRA. I haven't put a name to it yet.
I'm sure something will come to you. So have you got any ideas at the last minute what it's going to be
Yeah,
called?
I think maybe it might be, Guess It's Time.
Something like that?
Something like that.
Okay,
I don't know. If anyone can think of something better, open for suggestions.
Excellent. Okie doke. Well, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. And good luck with all your upcoming gigs, etc.
Yeah, cheers.
And we'll get you in again when you've got another
Yeah,
recording out. And,
definitely.
And review that, and we'll catch you around at some of the gigs.
Yeah, cool.
Excellent. So that's about all we got time for tonight. So TJ, she's just going to grab her guitar here and get comfortable and whack this song out for you. So we'll go to the wide shot, and which is there, and I'll go over and do something, and TJ's ready to go.
That's right. Get all that sorted.
Self-sufficient, always done things for myself. I never did like leaning on nobody else, and I don't play well with others. Guess it's time to learn hell. My body's getting tired, always being passed around. I'll be out there in a flash. I never go with everything, I never could sustain. I don't play well with others. Guess it's time I learn how. My body's getting tired of always being passed around. Time I was on a quest to be the best, and then I realized that I'm only one person. You know they get so far. My body's getting tired of always being bad. others. Yes, it's time I learn how. Don't play with others. Yes, it's time I learn how.
If you'd like to stay connected with MuzoHub, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.